Hello and welcome YouTube, this is CoookkieMonster of ProForgeRacing bringing you the first part of my Halo 3 style map pack. This map pack consists of 10 maps, and basically what I did was there are 13 maps, custom maps in Halo 4. 3 of them, Erosion, Impact, and Ravine, are the 3 main Forge maps, and the other 10 are the non-main Forge maps. So what I did is I went on each of those 10 maps and I made one racetrack. And this first one here is the first one I made, and it is called Misty Peaks. This one is on Exile, and this is an awesome racetrack. All of these are made in the pre-DLC Halo 3 style, like the very old Halo 3 maps. That's what inspired me, because I just made a history of race video showing, all the oldest racetracks ever in Halo 3, and I had a lot of fun on them, and I wanted to see some of those in Halo 4, so I've actually started creating them, a lot of them. I made 10 so far. 10. So there's a lot of new maps coming. I also am working on a double wide right now that I'm almost finished with, so that'll be coming out soon too. But this map is a whole lot of fun. It's it's got a decent lap time without it being too long. It takes up pretty much all of Exile, and it's just a lot of fun. There's a few little jumps on it. On all of my maps, by the way, if you try to cheat the checkpoint, it will take you to a magical place, and as I like to say. So after I complete the second lap, I will show you where the teleporter on this one takes you. This one actually has 2 teleporters, but most of mine have 1 for the receiver node. But anyways, if you're interested in making a track, a Halo 3 style track, sign up for halotracks.org. And on the homepage is my contest. I'm hosting a contest right now for Halo 3 style racetracks. See who can make the best one. And right here is the teleporter that I'm showing you. And the winner of it gets a YouTube feature video of their map, as well as a featured map on the homepage of the website. So you can definitely get your map some views if you win that contest. Entries are accepted until December 5th, so you still have quite a few days to work on a map, and honestly these only take like a day to make. So anyways, this next one here is called Dirt Roads. This one is made on Vortex, and Vortex is actually a really good map for making this style of racetrack, because if you look from an overview on Vortex, pretty much the whole map is a bunch of connecting little dirt paths that kind of look like they're roads. They kind of look like they've been driven on, but they all, it's just a bunch of connecting, paths. This one also has a little jump right there. That's kind of like my signature on these Halo 3 style tracks. You'll see that jump right there. For people who liked my double wides and stuff like that in Halo Reach, and you're concerned that all I'm going to make is these, I'm going to make a ton of these, but I promise for like every 10 Halo 3 style tracks I get out, I will get out another double wide. I'm working on it right now, as I already mentioned. It's pretty much done, and it's really good. It's probably 3 times as good as Splash Mountain, so I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. But please download these maps. I know, listen, before I get any comments or I hear anything saying, these maps are stupid, they're just bordering, they're easy to make, that's just a stupid thing to say, because you've probably never made one yourself. These maps aren't just bordering. They're a lot of fun. You have to think about what terrain would be good to drive on. You have to think about a route that can last long enough. You have to make it not cheatable. You have to make a checkpoint at the end and have money for, the checkpoint and the mongoose, or all the vehicles, mongooses, excuse me. Everyone gets so anal about that on YouTube. But, it's a lot more than just a simple, adding bordering. Because someone joined my game once, and someone else in the party was like, "Oh, what's your new map like?" And the other person who joined my game was like, "It's just a bunch of bordering." It's not. It's a lot of fun. These maps are way more fun than the sky tracks. Roller coasters and double wides. I think after Halo 3 and Reach, 5 years of that crap, I think pretty much everyone's getting sick of them. But these types of maps are so much fun, and they're great for tournaments. I'm hosting a whole bunch of tournaments every week for the Dirty Racing League, which is my racing squad on Racetracks.org. And we get 10 racers on 6 maps, and we race a bunch of laps. And, you know, I'm going to make videos for all the tournaments. And, you know, they're just a whole lot of fun. And we encourage crashing and stuff. And these maps are great for crashing, so that's, like, perfect. Yeah, right there, I went through the magical teleporter and died. But, anyways, this next one here is called Up on the Rooftop, and I made it with Nukedlce, and this one is on Complex. And, by the way, the order in which I made these maps is the order in which you see them. It's not any particular order, it's just the order I happen to make the maps. But, this map is pretty good for Racetracks. There's you know, it's a big map. Complex is big, so there's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. However, the budget on this one is a little bit smaller, but you do have, what's it called? The container pieces, so you can sort of make a little bit of a Skytrack section. You'll see that on a few of them in part 2 as well. But, as I was saying before, just please download these maps and actually race them before you say they're crappy because they're just a bunch of bordering. Try racing them with a big lobby. You'll have a blast. I've put these on, you know, tons of people have been messaging me wanting to race with me and play my maps and help me with their maps, and then they promote me to leader, and I keep putting these maps on with big lobbies, and everyone's always having tons of fun. I've encouraged so many people to start making these maps themselves. I can't tell you how many I've seen from other people, these Halo 3 style racetracks. Especially with my contest now, a ton of people are making them. So, as I said in a recent video, if you want to enter into any of our ProForgeRacing contests like we used to have, or enter into any of our racing tournaments like we've been wanting to do for a while, the racing tournaments will all be part of the Dirty Racing League, and all of that will be run through Racetracks.org. Right here, that's like a path to heaven. It kind of looks like that because it's just a long road and it's like extremely bright light. If you actually go out of the map there, go through my teleporter, you can get underneath the map. And if you fly just low enough, but not too low, you can go all the way like across Complex underneath it. But this next one here is called Melting Marvels. This is the 4th map I made. This one is on Meltdown. And yeah, I know, there's not a whole lot you can do with Meltdown. It's pretty much just a big figure 8. I guess you could take it through the caves, and I thought about taking it through the caves a little bit, but I just thought it would be too tight of quarters. By the way, at the start of this map, go left. I angled the pieces so that they're facing towards the left so that you can tell, but for some reason a ton of people love to go to the right. I don't know what it is, but you're not supposed to do that. But anyways, yeah, this map's pretty simple, but it's a lot of fun. You know, as I said, these maps only take like a day to make, but there's a whole bunch of good things about these maps. A, they're fun to make. B, you can make them quickly, and C, they're a ton of fun to race on. And they don't really get old. I've played them, you know, 20 times recently because I've had so many lobbies, and they're just so much fun. They're fun to make, they're quick to make, and then they're fun to race on. So, I mean, why not make them? And there's just, you know, it's so much fun making them with the terrain. And plus, right here, it takes you out to... this one's actually kind of takes you out to, like, a pretty nice place, you know, out in the mountains. It's like a ski slope or something. But, this last one here is called Snowy Trails. This one is made on Longbow, and this one is probably of the 10, like, the most fun. They're all really good, in my opinion, and they're all very fun, but this one, everyone seemed to have a lot of fun on. It's good for what we call DRLing, because the Dirty Racing League is DRL, and when you crash someone, which is like, you know, what you do in the Dirty Racing League, we just call it DRLing. And this one is very good for DRLing because there's so many, like, turns where you can flip people and stuff. It's so much fun. But, I have a couple of these little jumps here. I think one on this map and then a pretty big jump on this map, actually. But, yeah, these maps are just, they're a whole lot of fun to race on. Because I was doing my Halo 3 history videos, like I said, and I was just playing those early maps, the ones I never really liked back when I was obsessed with Skytracks on Sandbox, like double wides, and then I played those. I had twice as much fun as I ever had on a Skytrack on Sandbox, so, you know, I decided to make them in this game. So, please definitely download these maps. I'll show you a whole bunch more made by other people. You'll see the winner of my contest. By the way, right here, I DRL someone, but I end up DRLing myself as well out into the water. And I survive, but my mongoose blows up. I didn't really add a kill barrier there because it would have been too close to the track, so excuse that edit. I kept that in intentionally because I thought that was kind of funny, how we flew over the edge. But that's how intense these races get. That's what the Dirty Racing League's like, except, we keep track and stuff, and all the tournaments are going to be filmed, which will be awesome. But I definitely encourage you guys to try making one of these. I mean, even if you're a Supercross forger, double wide forger, roller coaster forger, any kind of racetrack forger, even if you're not a racetrack forger, try one of these. They take like a day, and they're not only fun to make, they're fun to race on, and you can they're easy. It only takes a day, so why not? But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. There's the teleporter that takes you to a magical place. But thank you guys very much for watching. Please go download these maps.